Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from MyCryptoParadise, and in this video we will look at Chiliz. This is the top 50 coin based on the market capitalization, which certainly seems attractive in terms of the price action during the next couple of weeks. And what we might be seeing is the 100% growth in a relatively short period of time. Yes, the price can be doubled, and we will look into that in our today's video. We will certainly analyze multiple time frames against the dollar and against the Bitcoin. We will also discuss the overall market sentiment, what should be expected the Bitcoin, from Ethereum, from altcoins. But before we get started with that, let's move back to previously made analysis and see what actually has occurred during the past couple of weeks. Starting off with the Kyber networks, which was the analysis made this week. We mentioned that there is this certainly a huge potential for the upside move, and we need to break above the 2.73 resistance. This is exactly what happened. There was this break above, then price pulled back, rejected the moving average and the Fibonacci support, and therefore this is still a very bullish project. There is huge upside potential, but a short-term consolidation can also be expected prior to the continuation of an uptrend. Stellar Lumens formed a double top near $0.68. Right now it is consolidating. It is possible price will be retesting the moving average, so yet another move to the downside prior to the continuation of an uptrend. But overall it is a bullish trend. Wi-Fi, we expect the move towards $72,000, potentially the $100,000 psychological resistance. But right now also we might be seeing the consolidational phase before the price continues to rise. The teller, in our original teller analysis video, we have mentioned that the $100 psychological resistance is likely to be tested. So once the price hit this mark, there is consolidation as well. We need to break above this high of $102 to confirm further uptrend. The ETH also consolidating across the board. There seems to be this consolidation going on. We do expect the move to the upside, but at the same time a pullback could be the case. The icon also looks very bullish. Higher highs and higher lows are in place. This is one of the most bullish coins out there, and we see the rejection of the support. There can easily be this yet another wave down to retest the support prior to the continuation of the uptrend. At the same time, price can be moving slowly up or even have a fast rally towards the $5 psychological resistance. The CRV has produced multiple bottoms here, and the last pullback resulted in a double bottom near $2.22, which seems to be like a psychological support. There were two bounces along with the average price uptrend trend line, and it still looks extremely bullish, but we must remember that the consolidation across the board is going on, and therefore a pullback, yet another retest of the trend line might be the case. The EOS looks also bullish. Price is respecting the $5.64 support. There were the spikes, although no clear closure below the spikes. And as long as daily close is above $4.44, this will remain a bullish trend. Overall, expecting the price to rise towards the $12 resistance. Now let's move back to Chiliz, especially to the coin market cap. We can see it's ranked number 46, which is a very high spot, with a total market cap of $3.205 billion. If we compare it to other coins, we can see that the price is rising quite steadily. There are no these strong pullbacks. This is the steady growth, which does attract a lot of attention. So what is Chiliz? Chiliz is the world's leading blockchain fintech provider for sports and entertainment. Through the socials platform, fans can engage with different sports teams and buy the token to have the voting rights. And we know how much Chiliz went throughout this year. It's one of these top coins, top gainers, and still it is of a huge interest. Let's jump to the coin 360 to see the overall market sentiment. We can see that Bitcoin is down slightly, 1.8%. Ethereum is up 2%. BNB is almost 7%. Huge gains by the BNB. The market is reddish and greenish across the board. Some coins are still pulling back, some consolidating, some are rising. But clearly, Ethereum is the leading in the market. It continues to produce all-time highs, and this might suggest that the altcoin season is still on. Many coins are looking very strong against the Bitcoin, but not the dollar, which means that the Bitcoin dominance is likely to continue dropping and the money will continue to flow towards the altcoins. On the other hand, we must consider that the Bitcoin dominance at the current moment is at the support. So a relief bounce might be the case, but overall altcoins looking very, very strong. So speaking of the altcoins, let's move on to the Chiliz. This is the daily time frame, and as we can see, there is this consolidational phase which is ongoing. The price is trading between 0.38 and 0.83 dollars. So the range trading is on. We can see that recently there was this resistance rejection of the support, which is 61.8% FIBs based on the overall move to the upside. We can also see a clean bounce of the average price uptrend trend line. And if we zoom it in, we can see that the daily close has been right at the trend line. It hasn't been below, and this is a very bullish scenario for the Chiliz. And the nearest resistance could be located near 0.83 dollars, which corresponds to 78.6% Fibonacci retracement. We might be seeing either a continuation of an uptrend from this point onwards or a bounce before the continuation of an uptrend. Now, why this bounce is possible, and for that we need to see other time frames. This is a 16-hour chart where we see this resistance respected multiple times, and right now price is at the resistance, which is located at 0.58 dollars. Therefore, as long as this resistance is being respected, the pullback can be expected. Now on this chart there are also few very important factors. The first is the support downtrend trend line. We see this clean bounce of the trend line, after which price rallied. Also, based on the Elliott wave theory, we can see wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has been completed, then A, B and C wave also, but it is not completed because we need a daily break and close above this high to confirm that it was in fact an ABC wave. Some might argue about this interpretation of the Elliott wave, but it is quite flexible and depends on how you look at the market. From what we see is the price failed to break below this fourth wave here because we had this spike and then yet another spike without clear break and close below this low. So this setup should also be considered. And as long as we hold the resistance, we have a key support located near 0.43 dollars. Now this support is based on two fibs, on this wave up and on this move down. So there are two Fibonacci retracement indicators, and we see there are two Fibonacci levels right at the very same price, which if reached can be acting as the huge demand area for the Chiliz. Then there is certainly this possibility for the rise towards this resistance, which corresponds to 78.6 fibs, and then if there will be the breakout, price could be going much higher, but the key resistance obviously is the $1 psychological area. Moving on to the 4-hour chart, where we might be witnessing a formation of the reversed head and shoulders pattern. Right now price is starting to form the right shoulder. If that's the case, there is this pullback that we might be expecting to form the right shoulder, and only then we are likely to see the move to the upside towards either 78.6 fips or 88.6 fips, corresponding to 81 cents or 88 cents. It will be important to see that this support area is respected, because in an unlikely event, the further price decline towards either 0.36 or 0.31 might be the case. Now, before we continue with the chills against the dollar on 1 hour chart and chills against the Bitcoin, we would like to share with you some of the trades that we have made during this falling market. Back on April 23rd, we had a sell trade for the Doge with a leverage of X1. And as you can see, in just 2 days and 15 hours, price has reached target free. So this was ideal entry with a low leverage, but we have managed to produce 48% profit with this sort of move. So even in a falling market, there is a potential to be profitable. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we did not have any trades for around 4 days. This is because the market has been going through a correction, and sometimes it is better not to trade rather than overtrade. And just few days ago, we had the 2 trades at the same day. The first was CHR. You can see there was this entry and how it went straight away to the upside. Target 1 has been reached, 23% profit achieved. So the stop loss has been moved to the break-even point. It is a risk-free swing trade. We still expect a lot of an upside move, but it's a risk-free trade. And this is the most important part. We are not risking, just waiting for more profit. Another trade which was opened at the same day as CHR, this is Dodo. We can see there was this entry a couple of days ago, and it's also a swing trade. We have achieved a 20% profit in just 2 days. The stop loss also at the break even. So pretty awesome setup. We're not risking, just waiting for more profit. Right, time to move on to chills on the hourly time frame. This is the chart that we shared with you at the beginning of the video. So also a very interesting setup here. First, we see a descending channel which has been penetrated. So we have used 2 lows and the highest point in between these 2 lows, and this was the highest point. And this is our descending channel. We had first rejection of the channel, and then we had a break above the channel, and then break above the previously formed resistance at this spot and also right there. So there was this very important breakout produced by chills, after which price pulled back down and rejected this support area. We can also see the break above the moving average. Another important point is that we had the clean bounce of the support downtrend trend line, which you can see on the 16-hour chart. This is this spot. So moving back to the hourly chart, there was this clean bounce where we have applied a Fibonacci retracement indicator. And this indicator shows that the 627.2 fips corresponds exactly to 88.6 fips as per the daily chart, making the $0.88 resistance a key target for buyers. But right now, there is this resistance where price bounced multiple times and we are near this resistance. And very important for the price to continue rising is to break above the recently printed high. Then we can expect a further strong move to the upside. But before that, considering that the resistance has been respected, there is this probability of a pullback towards the 23.6 fips. So the area between $0.44 and $0.43 could be playing a very important role. Besides, we can see this low formed here, and stop losses are likely to be placed at this area. And that's why we might be seeing the price moving just below this area and then continuing the uptrend. Now, if I adjust this chart from logarithmic to a simple, we can see the simple uptrend trend line corresponds to this price area and crosses it right at the April 30th, which means that in the next 24 to 48 hours we might be seeing this decline by 25%. But this scenario can only be valid as long as this high is being respected. If there will be break higher, then price might not have any pullback and just continue to grow. And if that will be the case, we are seeing this 100% potential growth, which might be accomplished within 1 or just 2 weeks. Now finally, Chiliz against the Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. Right there we see a double bottom formation at 658 satoshis. This is a very bullish case. As long as we hold this double bottom, this support, this will remain a bullish trend. We also can see an ABC corrective pattern based on the Elliott wave theory. We can also see a bounce of the moving average. It was the support, but previously it was the resistance, making this price area a very attractive level for the buyers. Besides, we had multiple rejections of this price in the past, so clearly this is a very strong demand area which must be monitored and watched very closely. And this is the reason there is a potential for the price decline to retest this support area before continuing to move up. And as we have mentioned, a lot of altcoins are looking pretty bullish against the Bitcoin. Considering that the Bitcoin dominance is at the support, this pullback might be very reasonable in the next couple of days. Also, we need to watch for the break above this high. If it will occur, price could be continuing to go up non-stop, but we can see the nearest resistance at 61.8 pips. We need to break it also to confirm that there will be this rally to the upside. And that's what's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you all next time.